That was obnoxious. And entertaining. Eight-note polyphony. Pfft, come on, man. Okay, what's this tune? It's some trance tune that has these chords in the background. It's like don't, and I don't know what it is, and I cannot remember it. Like old school, like 90s trance. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyways, as per the norm, I figured I'd just fart around for a little bit first. But I wanna play with Paul's stretch tonight because I think I figured it out a little bit more. And yeah, so there's that. So this started with Microfreak, which I want to use tonight as well. Okay. Shh. Okay, Microfreak. You know what? Let's do that every other one. Oh, Jesus. Are these layered? They are. What the heck? What's going on, Mark? What? This is so weird. Okay, those aren't layered. Mixing wise, something needs to change here. This solo might actually just be too dang loud. I'm missing a lot of the chord from there. Like, there's just like no chord. Also, does this thing even exist? What does it sound like without it? Oh, yeah. That makes a big difference. Okay, so then here... That's a good idea. And then what? I think just square it back to the root. And then I can time stretch that as I need to. And then actually we could do this too. Like, I'll sidechain you. Hey, you guys ought to at least be happy that I'm using fucking serum. Somebody yelling at me. Using more serum. Shh. I don't know if this tune would really be appropriate for sidechaining. It might, maybe a little on the pad. I don't know. This part, this guy. The thing is, my kick is very like fluffy. Maybe, actually. I don't know. I'm starting to rethink it now. Let's give it a try. See how it sounds. You know what I mean? What's going on, Jojo? I'm doing pretty good. Doing alright. I get. Yeah, I was on the Reason channel. And then... nothing. You know, on their first live stream, when they did that stuff with the Zoom calls and stuff like that. I was on that one too, and he talked to me for like, I don't know, what was it, 30 seconds or so, something like that, maybe a minute or so. We never played any music. Yeah, and it was more like, hey, you have a bunch of like nice gear in the background and stuff. And I had my sledge here, and I think I had my System 8 and my sledge here, maybe, or something. And like, you know, I talked about how I have a studio, and it's like my home away from home, and this is just my home stuff since COVID hit and stuff like that. But nobody played any music by anybody except for like David Generato, which, I mean, that's cool. He makes good shit. So yeah, I was kind of hoping, but you know what? There was a ton of people on there too, so it's a crapshoot. Okay, let's test this. Let's see how this sounds here. Let's actually get it to the start of like a clip so that it like plays and stuff, you know? There, that guy. Yeah, just real light. I do think something a little bit more rhythmic right here would be very, very, very cool. Just like some little chord thing. Maybe use the synchronous or something like that. Yeah, you know what? And I'm thinking about my entry in the contest, and I bet you any money I'm gonna be disqualified. Oh yeah, man, the PSQ, the 1684. I have barely touched that thing. It's interesting, and and I have stuff in Eurorack that's sort of similar. So like that was at least I have a degree of familiarity, but it's way more complex than that. Um, yeah, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about my studio. They supposedly are upgrading the internet this week to gigabit, and I bought a new Wi-Fi antenna as well, so I might be able to live stream from there. And then when my modular case comes in, I'll do like a big build session, putting all my modules in and hooking them all up and stuff. I need like a folding table for that, though. I wonder if they have something like that there. They probably do. I have one here at home. I could just bring it in. It's not a big deal, but like, yeah. I'm gonna need something to put that thing on. It's gonna be a beast. I don't know if you know anything about modular stuff, but this is gonna be 5 rows, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then about that wide of modules with like 4 power supplies in the whole thing. Yeah, have you heard that, MK? I got a new modular case on the way. I had it custom made, and he's putting like lights in it and stuff, like LED strips, like embedded in the wood and stuff. So, yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be super super cool, and everything will be in one place, and I'll have about 1/3 of it available for expansion. So you can get those Behringers, those super cheap Behringer Roland modules and Moog modules that like are exactly like the regular thing, but like one module is $90 instead of like 200 or 300. Like they're so fucking cheap. Dude, for like $500 you could put together a totally baller Behringer Euro rack system. Like a really really nice Euro rack. Like they have that double case. It's a 2 times 104. And then they have all those Roland modules. You can build like an entire System 100, just like for, $80 or $90 a module. Yeah, I tried the Mother. The Mother 32 is cool. The DFAM, I didn't get a lot of time with it, and to me that left kind of a negative impression. I played it at NobCon last year, and I sat on it for about 10 minutes, which is not long enough, and I was just kind of like, huh? I was a little baffled by it. And I know some people are like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever. But, it's not multi-timbral. It does one sound. So if you're going to you can't use it as a drum machine, right? You can use it as a part, a percussion part, essentially. Which is cool, especially for recording. I think that would be pretty interesting. I'd be more interested in the subharmonicon, which I was vaguely thinking about. And then part of me was like, get a subharmonicon and then just put it in your Eurorack case. Just right there. Which would be kind of dope. But I'd have to do it soon. Maybe I'll buy myself a Christmas present. I'm going to think about this one. Okay. We're going to do a rhythmic chord thing. To be honest, well, no, okay, here's what I'll do. Yoink, I'm going to use Antidote because it's Antidote and I love it. Reset device. We're just going to go ultra basic saw, but 8 of them. Big spread, low detune. What's up, John? Yeah, I stay on plugins usually, but I've been using hardware a little bit more. And it's part of it is guilt because I have hardware and I don't use it, which is stupid. It's just laziness. But part of it is just the vague annoyance of it. Okay, how does this sound? This sounds super basic right now. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. We could actually throw on the octave. Yeah, it's a little bit fast. That's a little more like it. Okay, now let's high pass filter this. Also, if I can. No, I can just do it with EQ, that's fine. And then that's it. No effects, except we're going to put a synchronous on this. And get all gatey. Yeah, I've played the keyscape sounds a little bit. They're pretty dope. They're pretty good. But because I like to brag and make myself feel better, I have a real Rhodes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And we're going to have that effect level, right? Yeah. Why are you so loud, bro? Sorry about that. Yes, this is true. Because MK helped me haul my roads down to the studio. And it's not fun. All right, let's hear the fade in, and then let's do some stretching. All right, take it easy, MK. I have the, I think it's a Propeller Heads electromechanical refill, which has a great roads, a couple of them. And then there's that. There's one other little part I want to add in here, though, which is gonna be weird. No, it won't be that weird. It'll be interesting. How do we do this? I don't know, man. I never used Thor. Let's use Thor. Why not? Sure, why not? Yes, have some. Yeah, I'm liking the vibe in this tune. It's rare. That's the kind of been the problem for me the last couple of weeks. I've just been kind of just very meh about everything I've been doing. Maybe that progressive metal tune, I'm going to keep chipping away at that and just each time add something completely weird and outlandish. Joskin, come to Twitch. We're faster. Twitch.tv/Moogly42. Man, you know what sucks is during that live stream, the Reason live stream on Tuesday, I'm gonna have only like an hour to watch it. So that kind of blows. I'm only gonna be able to tune in from like noon to 1. And I think I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. I should just call in dead. Call in dead to my meeting. Sorry guys, I can't make it. I'm fucking dead. So this is going from C to A minor. All right, we're going in manually. Here we go. So what I want to do is let me think here. 12 notes per beat. What the fuck is that? Okay. I want to do a little 3-note pattern. Let's just do this the super easy way. Let's put it in 16th note triplets for now. That's like so. Copy, pasta, pasta, pasta. Time compress it. There it is. Okay, now let's copy it and let's work smarter instead of harder. Oh no, this will work for both parts. Never mind. Never mind. It'll work over the A and over the C. But it's not finished yet, of course. Nope, that's it. Just kidding. That's the whole thing. Okay, this is going to take a little sound designing here, so bear with me. A little bit quicker. Amp. Okay. Okay, now what I want to do is EQ out that pop. See it down there? Just a chunk of white noise. There. Oh. So now it should, like... should be able to just fade it out of existence. Okay. Chorus, a little bit. Something's got key follow on. Filter, it seems like. No? I have this idea of just a really nice smooth sound. Maybe a square wave. Yeah, I kind of like a square wave a little bit more. Okay, so this is all going to be... this is all going to be just like little filter blips. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put these things in. But basically, it's going to be like a slow rise kind of a thing like this. So that it just emerges from the goo. Like so. And then, again, do this the easy way here. I might not do it every single time. Okay. And then, obviously... All right, let's hear how that sounds. Oceanic. Quality word. Good album, by the way, from Vangelis. I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's, yeah. Okay, hey, let's do some stretching. Let's stretch some things. Because we can. And it's interesting. Alright, so the thing that I figured out is really simple. If you treat Paul stretch like an effect, you're going to be unhappy because it's not really an effect. To be honest, I feel like this thing should have been billed as an instrument, because it's more like for recording and stuff. Like it doesn't process a file on the fly, as far as I can tell. At least I have not been able to get it to do that. So the easy thing to do would be to just like randomly record a part, like myself talking and saying random crap. There. Okay. Myself talking and saying random crap. There. So then the best way I found is to bounce these clips to disk. And then use the browser here to open it up. So there it is. And now, of course, we can crank up the stretch and do some cool stuff with it. Like, okay, the original sound here is 4 seconds, right? So now you can crank it to, I mean, look at what I'm on, 8.1. It's already at 33 seconds long. So, yeah, now you can be like, here, like that. Let's narrow. Now, what I don't like, or what I don't get, probably more like that, more than likely, is how do you just take this right now and just dump it to a clip? And it doesn't seem like you can. It seems like you have to just record with it. See, like, what happened? It disappeared. I clicked something, and something made it disappear. And I'm like, what happened here? I don't know what just occurred. Like I said, I did get this to work. So I think what you have to do then is just like sorry, my mic is off. So like if I hit record now, and nothing happened. So see, I don't get that. I did get this to work before. let's reset everything here. Go back to where it was before. Okay. So now I think, yeah. Yeah, it feels to me like this is just easier to do in Audacity because I've done that numerous times. When Paul Stretch first came out and it was like part of Audacity, I played with it quite a bit. But yeah, then this is the outcome. I have it here. Yeah. Of course, it's mono, so that's kind of a problem because it does a good job of putting that stuff out in stereo, like as a spread. Okay, let's try something else then. Okay, I want to record that. Because that sound evolves so much. Okay. Um so same thing. Bounce it to disk. Mr. Phoenix. We're gonna call this just microfreak 1, whatever, basic. Um all right, and then let's just go through Audacity and see if it's easier to use. It feels pretty obvious to me that I'm missing something. And I have looked for tutorials and stuff, and I'll be honest, I didn't have a lot of time to spend in it, so I haven't really. I watched like 2 or 3 tutorials, and I got pissed off because they were all like in Ableton, and they were all doing 15-minute introductions, and I couldn't take it. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just play around with it and see if we can get it to work. And I did get it to work. So I am, like I said, I'm absolutely sure that there's something that I'm missing. Okay, so there's our happy wave. All right, so obviously, number one, we can crop this. What the hell is it? Remove special? Trim. That's right. Because Audacity has to use different terms than every single other thing in the rest of the goddamn industry. Silly Audacity. But then effect. Where is it? Where is it? Generate? Is it a no? Is it Paul Stretch? There it is. Okay. So then again, stretch factor. Let's say like 8. And then you just do your thing. And then there it is. And I zoomed way out, so now you can't tell how long it is, but it is It's almost a minute long. So, yeah. Can I just, like, remove silences? Clip boundaries, where, god damn it. I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess it's nice to be able to do this within your DAW and then never have to, like, leave, I guess. I suppose. And then if we just re-export it as the same wave name. Yeah, obviously I'm not in here very much. Yes. Yeah, all that shit. Okay. So then, obviously, then you could bring that into something else. And, like, there it is. Gigantic. In all of its giganterness. I realized I had the reverb on the mixer going on. That's why it's all. Yeah, I've done it before with really short stuff too. It is a really cool thing. Like, you turn anything into, like, a texture. What would be really interesting is to get in there and then, like, take an individual wave out and use it as a wavetable in Expanse or Serum or something, and then, like, or Europa. So yeah, stretching stuff. It's kind of cool. I thought about using what I just did in here, to be completely honest. Although I feel like there's almost too much, like, motion. No, Luke, you've betrayed me. Yeah, I would, of course, just do, like, a thing like that. Dude, seriously, you are supposed to delete when I push the delete button. Why don't you delete? What's wrong with you? Think you're better than us? Part of me is almost thinking this could be the end. It could be a short song. That's pretty interesting. It's like boiling a giant vat of pudding. I'm open to suggestions, especially when they're good ones. Okay, so that right there, let's just leave it at that. And then we're gonna, of course, alternate the volume of this puppy. Why are you making 2 points, bro? Quit it. Yeah, totally just atmosphere. That's quite lovely, isn't it? That's very nice. Stutter edit. Sample and hold. Envelope sync. Eighth note. That. LFO, CV output, pan in. There. Let's hear how that sounds. It doesn't sound like it actually did anything. Why you no work? Hey, jerk. Why no work? There it goes. It's just the level is like super duper low. The next thing I'm going to bring home is my MS-20. Bring some of this back to the studio. Tell you what, I kind of want a little octave in this. I have the new one, the Mini. Nice. It's one of the reasons I like Antidote so much is it's got that Salin key filter just like the MS-20. Nice, dude. Where is your music? You should share your music with us. Oh, I know what I wanted to do today, too. I wanted to try something. I wanted to try something stupid, and we might as well do it here. Like, in this track. So, if you guys don't know, Red Letter Media, they do some of the best, like, movie critiques and reviews and just lighthearted, just a bunch of dudes from the Midwest like ripping on movies and stuff. But you know, it's as educational as you would want it to be, I think. And they did this one. It's Wheel of the Worst, number 16. This is famous because it's how to survive edged weapons, and it's like their favorite crappy videotape that they watch. Wheel of the Worst is like they just get videos that are stupid, like video store rejects. But there was this clip at the end where one of the guys is just laughing so hard and like can't stop. And I'm like, I'm going to record that. And then I'm going to stretch it. I'm going to isolate his laugh and stretch it. So here goes.
The master at beating the slot machine has run out of money, but he's going to continue this informational tape. God bless him against all odds. He's going to finish this goddamn tape. Oh my God. Yes, oh, Jimmy, the sky. The games anymore.
So I mean.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah, totally, JoJo. That'd be fun. So that's Rich Evans, and he's one of the main sort of like creatives in that show.
Beating the slot machine.
It's basically like I just want a little chunk of his laugh, like that,
The slot machine
but not with any other voice.
has run out of money, but he's going to continue this informational tape.
There, like that chunk. So like from here to here. This whole episode is so good. It's the one where they're watching this the surviving edged weapons clip or tape, and like the one guy Mike is like, I feel so like patriotic for the police or something, and like he's like, I cried a tear and it turned into a bald eagle on my cheek and then flew away or something like that. There it is. There it is. Okay, and then this, we're going to bounce to disk. Like so. And then we'll load up our old friend Paul X Stretch. And then we will load that. Okay, so I think if I don't touch anything now, nobody touched nothing. I think if I just hit record. Oh, I bet you it's not working. Oh, it is. It is, except I'm talking over it, so I have to redo it. Okay. All right, well, again, I figured out how to make Paul Stretch work. There, let's just put that underneath the entire song now. We'll ruin the entire song with Rich Evans' phantom laughter in the background. We'll see how that sounds now. Now I'm debating with this just being the end of the tune. Like, that's it. Oh, it's got to fade in. I actually like it. Okay, that was loud. Thanks, man. Can we pitch edit this? Should be able to. I was going to say, it's right at an F sharp, and it's a little bit flat. I don't know if this is going to correct, though, because it's like a non-pitched thing. So you can see it. It's just a hair flat. But I can't. See, it doesn't want to fix. Do it manually. There, let's see if that probably sounds better, because I noticed it and I was like, man, that's like really sharp, like it's a little bit flat. That's weird. Hey, front. I give feedback on tunes if you email me or something. Yeah, I could try to correct it, I guess. It's not bad though. Like, I'll be honest, like listening to it works. Like, he's hanging right around those same tones, and it's so stretched. Like, you can't hear what it is at all. F sharp, and then it's the G. And then it fades out to like an A. So like by accident, it fits with like E minor and the scale that I'm using and stuff. Okay. Chew. Evolution sequencer. Let's let's keep it kind of basic. Mono. How about a nice square wave? Oh, here's okay. Monophonic. You can play with legato also, and you can play with glide with this thing a little bit and get some interesting stuff. So, okay, so some of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I think the weird thing is when you start looking at the way that the rhythms are generated. All right, so let's say if I put 1, 2, 3 here, and then if you look like modes 1, 2, 3, okay, interfere 1, 2, interfere 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. So, or random, like random 1, 2, okay. So in other words, it's not even looking at the z-axis thing here. But like by 1, what it's saying is that you're dividing these up into steps of a single rate, whatever that is. Okay, so if I put my rate on like 8th note, it's just going to go a lot slower, right? All right, now, and then if you put your rate on, obviously faster. Okay, so that's like the simplest rhythm things. What gets weird is when you start getting into some really, like, very odd combinations, and then go to, like, interfere 2, 3, 7, okay? So by 7, each of these steps is 7 16th notes long. Like, you notice this bottom axis right here. It's really, really long. It's just like blah, 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 all the way around here. And then each of these is 3 and each of these is 2. So what it's going to do is like mathematically calculate stuff between those 3 things. And then the thing down here is what it comes up with. Okay. So the orange is like the result. Density is just that. How, like 100% means it's going to play on every single thing. All right. Now, you can also do a split, which is a percentage of the time. If you notice what it's doing, it's chopping up one of these particular things into multiple triggers. Now, yeah, slow it down. If you slow it down, it works a lot better. Now, part of that, though, is that I have a little bit of release time going on. So if I re-trigger, you can kind of hear it a little bit more. Yeah, ratchets. All right, and then obviously your scale, right? You can select your scale manually. We put this thing in E minor, which is where I was before. Obviously, then that's going to recalculate all of the things. Where I find this thing really gets excellent is when you crank your steps up. So now I've got a 32-step thing, and now if I crank this up to a 16th note, you get a lot more resolution. And even if you put like a split in here, two to three, so it's basically dividing something up into a triplet at that point. Even numbers, odd numbers, 2 through 10, like crazy amounts. Okay. Your note range. So if you want it to sound higher or lower, you can have it kind of like generate bass lines for you. And then the seed here controls, the mathematical equation that it's using. The other weird sort of mysterious thing is the repeats section. So this I had to play with a lot to kind of figure out. So if you just play it and don't touch it, there's 1, here's 2. 3 is the alternate. And then we're back to the original. And now we have an all new thing. Okay, so it almost has a little bit of a song form to it. We could schedule it and like do this whole thing back here from number 9, and then it'll start it all over again. So number 2 is the same. 3 is different. And then we're back to the first one again. So that's what 3 to 4 means. So if we do 2 to 4, then it's going to go 2 the same, 2 different. And we can re-roll everything. So where I usually used this was let it run for a while, hit the send to track thing, and then just dump it all into data, and then kind of chop through it, see if there's any interesting parts, interesting bits and stuff. I think between steps, density, and like your numbers up here, those are, I think, make the most dramatic difference. I mean, otherwise it is generating random notes in whatever scale and range that you want. And then a velocity range as well, which is kind of cool. You can't really do the decay. It's not, if you look in the back, like you kind of can. You can randomize it. You know, your note outputs could probably be used. The pitch, I guess. No, not really. You need... You could rig something up. You could do like mod wheel kind of a thing. And then have the modulation wheel do stuff. Yeah, so these, gate connects up to these. Note, I'm sure, does as well. Pitch. And then random, like you can just randomize stuff if you want. Yeah, and then like turn that up to, what would you use that for? Like filter decay, maybe? CV1 to... There guy? That guy? See if that... Oh, that's interesting, yeah. But it is very sample and hold randomy, so you could use this in conjunction with something else, like the matrix sequencer or whatever. Hey, Bobby! You missed almost everything. Playing with evolution again. This, you mean? Never underestimate the power. But yeah, that's basically it. Keep in mind, you know, it is just monophonic. But then you can do weird shit like... And then if you want to really randomize it, you just throw in some Rost Nomo, the truly random synthesizer. Perfect. Oh, we're just using the evolution. We're just playing random notes. Yeah, it's chaotic. Yeah, there was really no setup other than JoJo was like, "Hey, I got the evolution, and what the heck?" And yeah, what the heck? Also, the 1684 he picked up, and that thing is that is a chaotic beast. Oh yeah, that's a good deal, man. That's normally $200, which is freaking insane, but it's a good compressor. It's like the tamer. It just mashes the crap out of anything you want to put at it. Like ridiculous compression ratios. And it's got built-in parallel compression too, which is nice. Yeah, that thing is weird. So has maybe, let's bypass that. Let's solo that. Let's find an acceptable sound that isn't stupid. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Let's put, wait, what? No. Oh, that's right. It's not a player. It's a thing. All right. So is it controlling? No, it's not doing anything right now. So this is kind of the thing, right? This thing is designed as like the master brain of your setup, but I don't know of anybody that would actually do that. I feel like this thing is just such massive overkill. Like it's just, there's just so much. So like your gate and then note is the regular CV, like so. So sequencer 1, So basically, here's the thing to realize is that obviously when you change this, everything here is different. So if I set a bunch of random stuff in sequencer 2 and then I change it back to sequencer 1, it's not the same thing. Okay, if I put my quantizer on this and then I switch it to sequencer 2, now it's off, right? So you have to kind of realize, like, all of the shit that you can use everything for. Like, you can have different velocity, pitch, and aux out levels for each sequencer. Okay, and then like this controls how it tracks. Like this kind of thing, mode, row, column. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. And because it's quantized, so now it sends it through the quantizer. So if we want to do the same kind of like chord kind of stuff. And then like I don't think this is working, is it? That's okay. So it's going to go row by row here. And then W, X, Y, and Z, so you can select the ending point here. So you can change the length. So a lot of this is color-based also, all right? So the source is the pulse over here. So this thing is giving you your rhythms and stuff. So if we did a pattern that's like different, like 3x3, and then we increase some chaos. So the rhythms are coming from over here. The sequences, notes and stuff are coming from over here. And then, again, if I randomize this, but now it's on A2, and A2 has like nothing, no divisions, nothing. So what you can do, of course, is automate that. Yeah, the uke dense. And if you notice, it's this thing down here. This is like a Turing machine. So I don't know if you know what a Turing machine is. It generates randomness. Yeah, same Turing. I love the Turing machine. I built one for my modular, and it's fucking great. It's wonderful. It just spits out random stuff, and then you run it through a quantizer, and just like you create your own random sequences and stuff. It's super cool. And then, of course, you can change this to columns so that it tracks differently. Yeah, Turing is like the father of the computer. Yeah, the Make Noise Renee. Similar, but the Renee has a lot more patterns, like randomized stuff, Cartesian patterns and stuff. Yeah, that is an interesting little piece of kit also. Seems a lot more aimed at, like more of a modular environment. There's part of me that wants to get those those who is it? Basimilus that makes all of those modules in the Reason shop. There's, I don't know, 10 of them maybe, something like that. And they're all just like basic like oscillators and filters, and like truly build yourself a modular synth in Reason. And yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. It's very, very tempting. Throw it all into a combinator kind of thing and make beastly patches with this sequencer kind of like built in and stuff. So be an interesting thing to play with at some point. I wish it was on sale. Maybe it is. I should go check. Anyways, I'm going to call it here, actually. It's hour and a half, hour and 43, so that's about right. And yeah, once again, as always, thanks for joining me. Stay safe. And I will talk to you all